Hello everybody, welcome to the Winning Agendas YouTube channel. Host Brian Holland here, the big bad wolf on gintechie.net, and we're piloting our Foodcoats list, sorry about that, just adjusting everything, against Wizard, the master gamer himself. Yes, very good. This hand looks pretty dope. We're not going to play out this Jackson turn one against Wizard. We are going to have some trouble with our assets against Wizard as well, so hopefully we can keep it all good and good. We're going to tell our opponent to good luck, have fun. Cool. Let's start. What do we draw? Okay, so many agendas. So let's go HQ, new remote. I like the chewing on the new remote early, as always, and hedge fund. Left R&D open. They want to run there. They get a free access on me. So they got the turn one wild side, and the chronotype. All right. Sure. And then watch them steal an agenda here just to put the icing on the cake, as it were. No? Okay, all good. Thank you for that. What did they say? They saw a hedge fund. All right. Let's go Jackson in servo new remote. Draw two cards. Yeah, that's reasonably good. Let's put... I want to put both of them in there. We'll put the Adonis in server 1 and pass the turn. We could have hedge fund there as well. Our opponent is on 0 credits. They can thrash this, so the Turing will keep them out. Could have also maybe been cheeky and tried to score the ABT there, seeing as he had the Jackson out anyway. Also, just in this situation, when I've only got one hedge fund in archives, I'd be happy to let my opponent pay the credits to trash it. Because we're Wizard, we're not going to let that happen. So let's shuffle those back in. Yeah, and let's see what they get. Anything off the top? Yeah, global food, sure. Hopefully we get another piece of ice soon. We can hunker down R&D. Like with these control decks, our early game's not great, but our late game, Amore, you're very good. Our opponent also still has 0 credits, and they've clicked to gain a credit there, which is what we're good. So we're going to res our Adonis. Draw a card. There's the Eli. Okay, so let's draw a card. Another Adonis. Put the Eli on... Oh god, I kind of want to put it on this server just so they can't click through the Turing and trash it for free. What's that trade-off like? Not great for us. But I also want them to steal another gender off the top. But let's play it safe. We have to play around Wizard. Let's assume that there's not a gender on the top of our deck. The other thing I can do, with 2 clicks left, is put the Ash in there and finally get them to fight the Trace, which is also reasonable. But then do I want to sure gamble this turn, or put the Eli in front of R&D? Either way, we're leaving things open for a bit. I think putting this in server 1, putting the Eli on R&D is probably the more conservative play. The hedge fund is burning a hole in my hand though. Alright, hopefully we're going to see our opponent just click for a lot of credits here. That's a poor use of their time and a great use of ours. Oh, and the Faust is out and ready to pound. 1 click left. Where will Fausty boy go? Trying to get into R&D. We're happy to not let them into R&D without Eli. Well, I say that. They can discard a bunch of cards to Eli. They can discard 3 if they really want to. No, they're going to? Sure. For 1 access, getting rid of that medium, that turntable. And there, so numeration. Rip 1 off the top, or it'll be a break a bay, which should also be unfortunate. Nothing. Alright, let's start the turn. Here's the Vikram. Vikram's going to be good against Faust. Hopefully our opponent knows that too. Okay, so I want to this turn hedge fund, put the Vikram somewhere, probably... Jeez, I don't know. Let's draw a card. Perfect. Okay. Let's put the Vikram... I don't know, where do I want to put the Vikram? You still have stacks more credits than our opponents, so this is keeping things pretty tight here. Let's put the Vikram... Although I do kind of want to build this up. Gosh. Let's put the Vikram on R&D. They could probably assume it's the Vikram anyway. And hedge fund. Alright. So many hedge funds. I'm surprised our opponent hasn't checked this. There's always chances of not a Turing, but our opponent is probably a reasonable person who knows that it is a Turing. Will they click through? Will they click through? I mean, we do like waste an ash, but they also just waste their entire turn. So our opponent's probably considering that there. Yeah, they're not going to click through. And now they're clicking for credits. Always good to see. Alright, so Jonas is putting in work. Alright, we're drawing Jackson. How exciting. We're also likely to just lose it immediately, but that's an efficient use of our time. Oh, there's the biotic label. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, oh my gosh. There's 3 credits there. So if the Jackson does survive a turn, we can biotic out this ABT and just let it fire. I kind of want to put this breaker bay with our last click into that server. Do always run the risk of our opponent just slamming the David next turn and getting in there. We still outcredit them a significant amount. So let's put this here. Also, our opponent probably wants to get rid of this Jackson. Either way, if they don't, we get to biotic out this ABT and fire it. And unlike some of the other games that I might have played today, I won't get punished immediately for it. And it looks like oh, damn it! Oh, so close. Alright, so let's shuffle in that one hedge fund again. Done with that. And anyway, the other thing I can do is also just put another Adonis in here for the turn. Cool. I don't want to fire it though, just getting it out is pretty reasonable. If I don't do it, what can I do? I can go Adonis in here, hedge fund. Not too behind. Maybe I'll save the biotic. Biotic will get that out of there, I guess. I can biotic out the Vitruvius, I suppose. That seems better. I just don't like doing biotic early because it can put your opponent on notice if they are playing Clot. Luckily, our opponent doesn't have anything. But what I mean is our opponent might shore up so they don't lose to that kind of play later in the game. Okay, our opponent has stacks and stacks of cards. Luckily, Faust, to get through a Vikram will cost them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Oh, that's a good tax. Quality tax. Or a bunch. Oh, here comes the medium. And they're going to run. Will they run for it? And the data sucker. Alright. Boom. Get through that. They can't unless they want to click through 1. They can play 5 and then can't get through the Eli. So that's fairly reasonable. Let's see what our opponent will do. They're obviously considering what they have to do. I'm pretty sure it's 6 cards if they want to break everything. So it's 2 to pump. 2 to pump? Yeah, I know, it's 5 cards. It is 5 cards. Oh gosh. So 4, then 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can also just let the traces go off, but they're a Faust deck, they don't want to have permanent hand size reduction. Which is why I believe, as I think I said in the opening deck tech, that Faust is well placed. So our opponent, I think they're realizing they're just going to have to discard some cards, just not to let the Vikram fire, and then concede to the Eli, I believe. So they've gone this. So they've added the 2 strength, and now they're maybe considering which one they want to break. They have to break. They might as well just break 2 and let the first one fire and then jack out. I'm sure our opponent will inform us of their decision. And there goes the I've had worse, which is always good to see. Obviously, outside of being a defensive card in the Faust decks, you can really just use that 1 credit, 1 click. Fire, I can't use the breaker. Very good. And our opponent checked out. Makes sense. 1 click left, they're going to draw a card. That was good for us. Our opponent's not going to have the cards to get through the Vikram again straight away. And there's a Vikram on top here, so let's put the Vikram on server 1. Put the Adonis in server 1. Play this here, and I'm just scared of hacktivist meeting, because it's a pain. But if I can get our opponent to like run into that again, it could be pretty funny. Well, not funny, but you know, reasonable. Okay. Crew ferrying out the liberated accounts, which will put them back in the dosh. Oh, okay. Alright, so they're flushed with cash. Alright, let's just res all of these. Not playing any secrets here. I drew an architect which would be nicely placed on HQ. I think our opponent's going to have a lot of dosh coming through. Still don't have enough cards to properly get through R&D. So let's draw. If we get another biotic, that would be pretty dope. Then this is on HQ, and then I'm going to hedge fund again. Yes, the Adonis on the Breaker Bay is you know, bellissimo, amore, very fucking amore. Alright, so they're drawing a card for their first click. Might be gearing up for an R&D slog. Well, they maybe want to kiss the sky and try and get through here. They're also probably looking for their David. I can't imagine why they wouldn't be playing it. David's really going to invalidate our little strategy over here. There it is. Very good. You also need 3 David counters to get through a Vikram too. So, 7 credits. This is pretty unfortunate. We do have the Ash there. If we can draw our Caprice, really just keep everything safe. Now, am I worried about... I've drawn the Chrysium, but you know, I'll hold on to it for a bit. Haven't seen anything I need to worry about just yet. Alright, there's Itchy, which is also cannot be broken by David, but is a thing that needs to be broken, and it's quite well placed on the outside of here. Particularly, the Vikram needs to be broken because where it's placed here, they have to break the first subroutine, so it's at least 3 cards if they want to take the brain damage, so the David remains active to get through that Turing. So planning for the long term, and by that I mean 2 turns when I'm going to score out this ABT, I think we want to put the Itchy here. Right now they can get through HQ pretty easily, but I don't think... well, they're playing clone ships. They're playing 3 Paras. I don't think they're going to have Siphon with its post MWL. So, which I hope it is. And that's why we're all here. So I'm going to put the Itchy here. Should I draw another card first? What else am I going to do with my turn? Boom. Okay. And then put that on server 1 because I think they're probably going to go for the R&D run next turn. Which is okay. They're only going to see 1 card at first, and they can't really get through there multiple times. If the medium does get out of hand, look, I'll just have to deal with it. But these layered Bioroids are quite efficient. I really do want to eke out as much as I can of this Adonis campaign. I'll override it if it's on 3 sometimes, if I think that's my only window. It'll really depend on what our opponent does here. Oh, they're playing Forks. Oh, okay. And that's not that bad, really. Because that David's dead now. I mean, I suppose that Vikram is also dead. Yeah, no moration. Okay, so our opponent's going to throw away 3 cards to break the Eli. Oh, unless they're going to click through it and then run again. They are. And then they've still got cards to run again. So hopefully the top card isn't another agenda. It's reasonably unlikely. Now they've got the... Oh, God, really? Okay. Now they've got the data sucker counters ready to go. Okay, they haven't run with their last click, so hopefully we draw a big fat piece of ice. Not the case. Alright, so we can threaten to score something here. We can put the Chrysium grid on R&D so they stop firing things off. I kind of want to overwrite this now. We can install this beta test on the Adonis. Yeah, let's go install the Vitruvius in server 1. Install this on R&D. Install this in R&D. That'll turn off medium. That said, it is Wizard, so it'll only be a 2 credit tax the first time. But at least it'll stop that extra thing. And they've installed the clone ship, so David is back ready to go. Shouldn't there's a David in the bin? No, but there are parasites, which will not get through this just yet. Alright, so opponent, it'll cost it, or if they use a data cycle counter, it's a card. The other way, it's still 4 cards to get through the server, I think, regardless of what they use. Break 1 subroutine and a 2 strength. Okay, so they're getting through. The Eli might have to click through. Yep, there we go. Actions before access. I'm going to res this Crisium grid. They can't run there again this turn. I imagine they're going to trash it though. That's fine. We're going to score out this Vitruvius next turn, I think. Depending on what we draw. Or what they steal. We're also going down to 16 credits, which isn't amazing considering we've got like 11 credits worth of things we want res here to protect it. Okay, so they are going to trash the Crisium. And I didn't access anything from the top. Very good. That's an Enigma. That's a 2 card or 1 card thing, I guess. Do I want to score this? Next turn they're going to go up to 5 cards, which is enough to get through there at least once. Not easy on using that. To score this now, going down to 13 credits, just feels not great. I kind of want to draw a card. We're still reasonably safe here, I think. And if I don't score this now, it's likely our opponent would think it's maybe not an agenda, but rather a caprice. Another Breaker Bay. While we're here. Another Eve. Cool. Cool. Let's advance this once and maybe turn that a bit. Is there still an agenda in here? No, but I can get back my biotic labor if I need to. So if we can score that out next turn, overscore it, and get back that biotic labor, maybe eke out an ABT also. I would really like another fat sentry to go on R&D. Maybe an Itchy would be really good right on front, because our opponent cannot use David for that. But how are they running? They're running a bit low on cards. They've got another few turns at least. Parasite can make short work of some of the things that's going on here. But anyway, our opponent is thinking before their first click. They know they can't get through this still. Well, I don't know if they've got another David to hand. There's not one in the bin, so they can't clone ship and overwrite this David. I probably would have overwritten this before they... Oh no, that's been out for a while. Yeah. Alrighty. Our opponent is deep in the tank. HQ is also a little vulnerable. Architect is still a pain. I suppose if they've got the data sucker, it's only 2 cards, but running out. Okay, they're going to archives. Oh yeah, they probably rack up those data sucker credits, which makes sense. And then they can clone ship Parasite as well, I suppose. Perhaps under that Eli. Will they go once more? No, they're going here now. Alright, no more action. Clone ship to install Parasite on the wall static. To get rid of the wall static, I probably would have run once more and then killed the Eli, because that's big attacks. Because you still get the same access. And here we are with our opponent having to discard cards to get here. And they're going to rip 2 off the top. We can then replace it with the Enigma. Which Enigma stacked in front of Eli is not terrible. That's no more action. Hopefully they don't steal 2 agendas, that'd be very unfortunate. So they're tracing an Ash off the top. And nothing else. Okay, so we've seen something. Architect, which is also quite good there, because it can't be trashed by Parasite. And it is a must-break thing, so I'm going to put that on R&D. I also probably will advance this once. So let's put this on R&D. Advance this once and gain a credit. Stay on 15. The slow advance. The slow score. That's how confident we are. Our opponent still has 8 credits on their liberated account. If it's not my account they've liberated, that'd be unfortunate. You think I probably could have purged there as well, but I think they could have the capacity to get those counters back reasonably quickly if I time walked myself then. If the medium gets up to 4 or something, which it very well may. Okay, so our opponent's planned around that being the architect. It's going to cost them 3 cards, 2 clicks to get in there to see 3. Have we seen the levy? I want to stick playing levy. They might not have the influence for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oof. So they broke the architect with their Faust, clicking through the Eli. Seeing 3 off the top. There it is. There's 1. Okay, I think I have to purge next turn then. Which is unfortunate. Oh, I've just drawn a biotic labor. Oh my gosh, imagine if I scored something. Yeah, I think I need to purge, unfortunately. And discard this Enigma, I guess, maybe? I can draw other eyes. Maybe this Breaker Bay. Because I don't think I'm going to install something naked out against Wizard, because he can just get in there and be like, bruh, I'm in your server, bruh, fucking your shit up. That'll be a soundbite. We are behind though. I would really like to score some of these agendas. I score this next turn. I don't have to worry too much about overscoring it. Although if I do overscore it, I've got access to 2 biotics. I need to. Although if I just score it 1, I go in advance, score, install this Eve in here. We're in a pretty good spot, I guess, to make the money back. I just have to worry a bit about R&D. Although our opponent knows we've got a few turns. And they have seen Biotic. Oh, they're going for HQ. Oh, golly gosh. I can't just let them in either. They might just win. What are we going to do? I mean, we just hope they don't access one of the 2 agendas in my hand. That's alright. Okay, so they're trashing those. And they're going to be able to get through this wall static for 2 cards as well. So this is one of those times where if I was real life, I'd just shuffle my hand and be like, yeah, there you go. Keep the poker face. Online does remove quite a bit of that. They're going to go down to 1 card though, which they might not want to do, but the fact that I've rezzed all my stuff might be a bit of an indicator. I'm also further off. Scoring these biotics, scoring with these biotics too, which I think is probably like our only out. So don't steal an agenda. Everyone stay with me here. Fuck. All right. Whatever. GG. Yes, again showcasing the power of Faust. I probably could have purged a turn earlier. I probably could have paid a little bit more attention to HB. It's none of your business how many I had in hand, Tiny. You won. Yes. So. Yeah, going to the overscore Vitruvius may have been okay. I could have just tried to squat it out. Our opponent wasn't going to get in here anytime soon. Maybe could have put the itchy somewhere else. You know, who knows. Anyway, stick around for another game, guys. Hopefully it'll be good. It was all a good learning experience. So, thank you for the winning agenda. I've been Brian Holland, the Big Bad Wolf on gentechie.net.